Good day everyone. I'm Evan Fred M. Kagampang from BSED Mathematics. I'm going to discuss about the natural law ethics, and this natural law ethics serve as the ground of universal morality. So after learning this discussion, may we come to realize why murder, why killing, abortion, and any act that go against human nature is morally not acceptable. Okay, this natural law ethics was developed by Saint Thomas Aquinas. He was a former Dominican friar, a philosopher, and the doctor of the Roman Catholic Church. So that's why you have to familiarize this person as a Catholic members, because these persons actually contributed a lot in the creation of the law inside the Catholic Church, and that is the canon law. We have here a short biography about the life of Saint Aquinas. He was born on 1225 and died in 1274. His work was based on Aristotle's teaching. He wrote about a wide range of topics including knowledge, ethics, metaphysics, politics, and psychology. His main work was about Summa Theologica. So we will learn that the ethics of St. Aquinas actually grounded with Christian morality. It's grounded with Christian teaching. So we can discover that the ethics of St. Aquinas is the integration of Christian teaching and philosophy. As a Dominican friar, he was hated because of his contribution in Summa Theologica, or the highest theology, and this highest theology was the greatest foundation of Christian teaching of all time. We can see that the ethics of Saint Aquinas is a mixture or a blending of, again, Christian teaching and philosophy. Okay? For Aquinas, the essence of natural ethics is to do common good. We are human as we are not isolated being. We are social being, and we are actually belong to a particular community, a particular society. That's why we cannot simply act whatever we like, because the consequences of action can actually affect others people. That's why Aquinas think that in making law, okay, there should be there has to be a proper measures or limitations to our action, and this limitation to our action is what we call Aquinas the law, and this law directs our action. It guides us for us to promote our ends, our purpose, our happiness, and the ends of everyone. Ethically, that's why the law is very essential. It's necessary for us to achieve our ends, our purpose, and the common good. The natural law ethics is also called domestic ethics. The basic idea of natural law ethics is the reason is the source of the moral law, and it directs us towards the good. For Aquinas, good is the ultimate goal of the person's actions. And for Aquinas, the good is discoverable within the person's nature. This explains why the basic idea of natural law ethics is to do good and avoid evil. Now, how do we know that a person is acting rightly or wrongly? According to Aquinas, an act is morally right if it is done in accordance with the moral law. What is the moral law? As I already mentioned, reason is the source of moral law, and the moral law is the dictate of reason. For Aquinas, the moral law comes from God's eternal law, which express divine law and reads do good and avoid evil. Now for Aquinas, good is that which is suitable to human nature, or it is proper for human nature. And we know an action is good when it's suitable to human nature. Now, how do we know that one is acting in accordance with good? An action is good if it is done in accordance with conscience. No? Aquinas understands conscience as inner voice of the intellect or reason which call the human person to follow the moral law, which is to do good and avoid evil. So we can say that the conscience serve as guide in moral decisions. Now, how do we know that one's action obeys conscience? If we satisfy the threefold natural inclination of human person, namely self-preservation, just dealing with others, and propagation of human species. In self-preservation, it urges us to take care of oneself or to not kill or put oneself in danger. Now, this explains why for Aquinas, suicide is absolutely wrong. No, taking life of other person is unethically not acceptable. So we should preserve ourselves. No, we should protect ourselves. Okay. Next, just dealing with others. No, it urges us to treat others with the same respect that we accord ourselves. For Aquinas, all forms of human action such as exploitation, seduction, deception, manipulation, cheating, kidnapping, and intimidation are absolutely wrong. So if a persons have good communication of good relationship with other human being, therefore they have respect to each other. Okay. Lastly, in terms of propagation of human species, the reproductive organ is by nature designed to produce or propagate human species. It is nature for human being to do sexual activity or sexual intercourse. However, this sexual intercourse should in line in the promotion of life. Therefore, the sexual activity is right when it is ethically acceptable. Now, on the other hand, if sexual activity does not promote life, then it is immoral. That's why, for Aquinas, abortion, abortion and masturbation is immoral. Okay? It must be noted for Aquinas that at least one of these three fold nature inclination of human person is violated, then an action does not obey conscience. It is therefore immoral. Needless to say, for an action to be considered moral, it must be done in accordance with conscience, diba? It must be done in accordance with the moral law, which is to do good and avoid evil. As I said earlier, that the natural law ethics of St. Aquinas is an integration of Christian teaching and philosophy. We have here the formula of knowing our purpose according to the natural law of Aquinas. The formula is biblical teaching plus reasoning equals purpose. So let's take for an example. Let's talk about sex. No? What does the Holy Scripture told us about sex? According to Genesis 2:24, man will leave his father and mother and he united to his wife and they will become one flesh. In reasoning regarding sex, it's nature for human being to do sexual intercourse, sexual activity, to create new life. Therefore, if we merge the idea of biblica, of the Bible, and reasoning, we can create a statement that the purpose of having sex is to create new life. Okay, that's clear. So let's differentiate the concept of utilitarianism and natural ethics. For example, killing a drug lord. Drug lord can give negative impact to the youth. So it's okay to kill a drug lord. In utilitarianism, the act is good as it may produce more benefits. So actually, it is morally right to kill drug lord as long as it gives a greatest happiness for a greatest number of people concerned. Otherwise, in natural law ethics, killing is immoral. The act is immoral because, again, the essence of natural law ethics is to promote life and to care about life. That's why killing, according for Aquinas in his natural law ethics, is immoral. Okay, let's have a quick recap. Again, the basic idea of natural law ethics is the reason is the source of moral law. Again, the basic idea of the natural ethics is the reason is the source of the moral law, and the moral law is to do good and avoid evil. And to achieve the conscience, if we can say that a person's obey moral law, they should have apply the three human inclination for a human person. That's it. That is self-preservation, just dealing with others, and propagation of human species. I hope you understand the overall concept of the natural law ethics developed by Saint Aquinas. That would be my part, and thank you for listening.